I wanted to challenge myself to create some wood-burned coasters for my husband. So I bought a pack of coasters from Hobby Lobby, which were really great quality. I loved how thick they were and the fact that they had these little baby feet so they would stay still on a desk. So once I brought them home, I got some of my tracing paper to cut out the exact size and shape of the coasters so that I could draw on the paper and not have to worry about any potential pencil marks that might occur if I did it directly on the wood itself. The tracing paper was also great because if I liked some part of how the project came out, then I could always use it again for something that we might want to sell in our store. So once I had it cut, I just started drawing my first one. I really like asymmetry, so I wanted one side to be looking one way and then the other one to be looking the other way. But I just started drawing just a design that I liked, that I thought would be cute. Then once I had it where I was happy with it, I did a thicker outline all over the drawing. And this was just so that I would know exactly where I would need to push down my pencil later on. And I did mark in the corner of my drawing which one was the front, because since it was just a drawing, then I didn't want to accidentally cross-hatch over the drawing I had already done. Now for the other heart, I used my first heart as my template, and then I went to Canva and tried to make a heart that was exactly the same size and similar-ish shape. Now it's not an exact match, but it really helped me try to figure out what I was going to write. As I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in other videos, I don't have the best handwriting, so I found a font that I liked on Canva, and then I just overlaid my tracing paper on top of my computer monitor and started trying to outline just the general idea of each of the letters so that I could actually make it look pretty on the paper. The trickiest part to this is, of course, just having the paper stay where you want it to be. You could probably try putting masking tape if you were to try to do this. I got scared that there would be glue on my monitor and then I would just be struggling trying to get it out. But even though my letters were a little bit over the size, I was able to just expand the heart a little bit over since I didn't max it out that first time. Once I had my designs all prepped, then I used some masking tape to hold each of the opposing corners of the coaster with the tracing paper so that I could just focus on keeping a very still pencil line all around those darker areas that I had already marked. So I could make all of my little details, and then I could take off one side of the masking tape, check if I missed anything, and then plop it right back or take it off as needed. I used the same process for both of the coasters, so the hashing or the scribbling on the back of the letters, it acts as just carbon paper. So the designs, they don't always come out super dark, so there was some instances where I had to almost like fill in a little bit of the gaps with just regular pencil, and I used my handy eraser to erase anything that I went over a little too much and got some weird lines on. Then when it came time to wood burn, I just have this basic wood burning tool that you can buy anywhere. Oh, I guess there's only so many places now, but I've seen it at Hobby Lobby, at Michael's, for sure, and Amazon. It's just an entry-level tool to try out wood burning. And I've been using this tool for a couple of months now. I got it probably about a year and a half ago, and I just never had the courage to try it. And it's been really fun trying to figure out the best way to use it. Now, there's a lot of videos out there on how to do this properly, but I would say that if you have this tool, the main thing is, one, trying to keep it at a medium temperature, so something where it's not going to burn down and indent the wood, but that allows you to just slightly draw like you were using a pencil. That's the hardest thing about the tool, just figuring out a way to hold it in a way that feels natural, and then going back and filling in all of the little details as needed and being very precise, very delicate, just little by little. Wood burning definitely takes a lot of patience, but if you just do things slowly, then at the end you can have a result that you love. So if you enjoyed this project, be sure to subscribe, because my mom and I create projects just based on everyday life and anything that we might need. So we got lots of different ideas, so we hope you'll join us. Thanks for watching.